Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. And make sure to stick until the end of the problem, where I have 3 bonus problems that are similar to this one, which you guys can try to solve. Alright, so I have x to the power of x is equal to 5 to the power of x plus 25. Now, to solve this equation, I'm going to first use an important property of exponents, which states that if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So in this case, 5 to the power of x plus 25 is going to equal 5 to the power of x times 5 to the power of 25. Now I can divide both sides by 5 to the power of x. So then these two cancel out. And I'm left with x to the power of x over 5 to the power of x is equal to 5 to the power of 25. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m over b to the power of m, this is equal to a over b to the power of m. So x to the power of x over 5 to the power of x, this can equal x over 5 to the power of x. Now this is equal to 5 to the power of 25. Now I'm going to take the power of 1 over 25 on both sides. So now I have x over 5 to the power of x to the power of 1 over 25 is equal to 5 to the power of 25 to the power of 1 over 25. Or sorry, I'm going to be taking the power of 1 over 5, not 1 over 25, which is equal to 5 to the power of 25 to the power of 1 over 25. Sorry, again, 5. So now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So x over 5 to the power of x to the power of 1 over 5, that's going to equal x over 5 to the power of x times 1 over 5. Now this is equal to 5 to the power of 25 times 1 over 5. Now x times 1 over 5, that's going to simply equal x over 5. And 25 times 1 over 5 is the same thing as 25 divided by 5, which is simply 5. So now, if I have something in the form a to the power of a is equal to b to the power of b, then this means that a is equal to b. So in this case, x over 5 to the power of x over 5 is equal to 5 to the power of 5. This means that x over 5 is equal to 5. Now, to solve this equation, all I have to do is multiply by 5 on both sides, so then these two cancel out, and I have x is equal to 5 times 5, which is 25. So now to check, my original equation was x to the power of x is equal to 5 to the power of x plus 25. So now we know that x is equal to 25, so now if I substitute in 25 for x, I get 25 to the power of 25 is equal to 5 to the power of 25 plus 25. Now 25 plus 25 is 50, so I have 25 to the power of 25 is equal to 5 to the power of 50. Now, instead of calculating these two exact values, I'm actually going to simplify these and make them the same exponents. So 25, this is the same thing as 5 squared. So now if I replace 25 with 5 squared, I get 5 squared to the power of 25 is equal to 5 to the power of 50. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is the same thing as a to the power of m times n. So 5 to the power of 2 to the power of 25, that's going to equal 5 to the power of 2 times 25, which is equal to 5 to the power of 50. And 2 times 25 is 50. So I have 5 to the power of 50 is equal to 5 to the power of 50. And because this is right, our solution is right as well. Alright, so I have 2 to the power of 24 minus 1. Now 24 here, this is the same thing as 2 times 12. So I'm going to rewrite 24 as 2 times 12. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this can be written as a to the power of m to the power of n. So in this case, 2 to the power of 2 times 12, I'm going to write this as 2 to the power of 12 to the power of 2. Now I have this minus 1. Now, let's go ahead and calculate the value of 2 to the power of 12. Well, we know that 2 to the power of 10, this is equal to 1024. So then 2 to the power of 11, this is going to be double of 1024, which is 2048. So 2 to the power of 12, this is going to be double of 2048, which is actually 4096. So now I have 4096 squared minus 1. Now 4096 we can rewrite as 4100 minus 4. Now I have this squared minus 1. Now, if I have something in the form a minus b squared, this is the same thing as a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So in this case, this is going to equal a squared, so 4100 squared, minus 2ab, so minus 2 times 4100 times 4, plus b squared, so plus 4 squared. And I have this minus 1. Now, to simplify, 4100 squared, well, first, if we ignore the zeros, we have 41 squared, so 41 times 41, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 4 is 4, 0, 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 4 is 16. So now we add these together, 1 plus 0 is 1, 4 plus 4 is 8, 0 plus 6 is 6, and 0 plus 1 is 1. So I have 1681. And then now we can add 4 zeros because we're multiplying 4100 times 4100, so 4 zeros in total. So now I have 16,810,000. Now minus 2 times 4100 is 8200, and 8200 times 4, that's going to be 32,800. Now I have this plus 16 minus 1. And now this is equal to 60,810,000 minus 32,800 plus 15. 60 minus 1 is 15. And now if I subtract these two, I get 60,777,200 plus 15. And now if I add these two, it's equal to 60,777,215. All right, so I have 2 to the power of 16 minus 16. Now 16 here, this is the same thing as 8 times 2. So now I can rewrite this as 2 to the power of 8 times 2 minus 16. And now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 8 times 2, I'm going to rewrite as 2 to the power of 8 to the power of 2. Now I have this minus 16. Now 16, this is the same thing as 4 times 4, which is equal to 4 squared. So now I have 2 to the power of 8 to the power of 2 minus 4 squared. Now, if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a is equal to 2 to the power of 8, and b is equal to 4. So I have a plus b, so 2 to the power of 8 plus 4 times a minus b. So 2 to the power of 8 minus 4. Now let's go ahead and calculate this. Well, first, 2 to the power of 8, what would that be? Well, 2 to the power of 1, this is equal to 2. 2 to the power of 2, this is equal to 4. 2 to the power of 3, this is equal to 8. Notice how it doubles every time. So 2 to the power of 4 is going to be double of 8, which is 16. 2 to the power of 5, the double of 16, which is 32. 2 to the power of 6, double of 32, which is 64. 2 to the power of 7, double of 64, which is 128. And finally, 2 to the power of 8, which is double of 128, which is 256. So 2 to the power of 8 is 256. So now I have 256 plus 4 times 256 minus 4. Now, 256 plus 4, that's going to be 260, times 256 minus 4, that's going to be 252. So now I have 260 times 252. Now I'm going to go ahead and rewrite both of these terms. So 260 I'm going to rewrite as 250 plus 10, and 252 I'm going to rewrite as 250 plus 2. So now, to multiply these, I'm going to first start by distributing the 250. So now I have 250 times 250 plus 250 times 2. Now I can distribute the 10. So I have 10 times 250 plus 10 times 2. So now this is equal to, well, 25 times 25 is 625. So then I simply add these two zeros. Plus 25 times 2, that's going to be 500. Plus 250 times 10, that's going to be 2500. And finally, plus 10 times 2, that's going to be 20. Now I simply have to add all these together. Well, 62,500 plus 500, that's going to be 63,000. And 2,500 plus 20, that's going to be 2,520. And now finally, 63,000 plus 2,520 is 65,520. So this is my answer.